So we need to be able to multiply two linear equations together. Remember, the linear equation is when we don't have any powers, or x to the power of something, I should say. So in this case, one linear equation is x plus 3, because there's only an x to the power of 1 in it. That's the highest x we've got. And the second linear equation is x to the minus 2, again with only x to the power of 1 being the highest power of x in it. So how do we multiply these two together? Remember that we're multiplying what's outside the bracket by what's inside the bracket. So if, say, this x wasn't here, then we're simply multiplying the x minus 2 by 3. And we've already done that in expanding brackets. But now it gets a little bit trickier because we've got this x inside. Fortunately, we've got a little acronym to remember this by, which is FOIL. And if you can remember FOIL, it makes it a lot easier. So let's see how we use FOIL. Well, the F in FOIL stands for the first. So look at the objects that are first in the brackets, whether it's a variable or a constant. And we're going to need to multiply those two together. So in this case, we've got an x here and an x here at the start of this bracket. So an x multiplied by an x will give us an x squared. Our next letter is for outside. So the outsides, and these arrows in the wrong place, sorry, would be the outer side of this bracket away from the center, which is an x, and the outer side of this bracket, which is the minus 2. And notice I'm saying minus 2 instead of 2. I'm working with the sign. So I've got to do x times minus 2 gives us minus 2x. Next is the insides, so the ones that are closest to the center. Those two insides are going to be the 3 here and the x by here. So we multiply those two inner ones together to give us 3x. And finally then, we've got the lasts to multiply, in this case, the 3 and the minus 2, giving us minus 6. So first, outsides, insides, lasts, multiply them together, and then all we've got to do is simply line them up. So x squared minus 2x plus 3x minus 6. And what you'll notice here is that we've got two terms with a certain amount of x to the same power in them. Remember the video on gathering like terms, where we've got to do the same here and bring the minus 2 and the 3x together to give us plus x, because minus 2 plus 3 is plus 1, hence plus 1x plus x. So there you've got it. We've multiplied the two equations together, the x plus 3 and the x minus 2, to give us x squared plus x minus 6. And later on we'll find out how to do the reverse, what's called factorizing a quadratic.